Hey everyone, your old buddy Buford here, playing my absolute favorite game, Rimworld. Welcome to Season 2. I am super excited, as you can tell, about starting a whole new game. So, if you're wondering what Rimworld is, it is a top-down construction and management simulation by Ludeon Studios. It is a story generator by Tynan Sylvester. I'm going to walk you through. It's going to be a tutorial slash let's play slash let's just have some fun. Let's see where this story goes. The plot is intended around three characters that are stranded on a planet at the frontiers of space known as a Rimworld. The crash landed scenario is the classic. You start with three people chosen from 8. And you start with all of this stuff right here. It is not a lot of weapons. You get bolt action, a revolver, flat steel knife, a little bit of cash, and some food. And all scattered all over as your ship broke up and is falling to the planet. You'll get only 7 survival meals. You got other options here if you wanted to choose the Lost Tribe. Your tribe was destroyed by the great blood machine sent by the gods. 5 of you managed to escape. Now it's time to build up a new home. This starts with 5 people chosen from 8, and you get tribal kind of gear, which is like pillars and pemmican and not very technologically advanced. Then you can get the rich explorer. People called you crazy for leaving your glitter world home, but you always yearned for exploring the stars outside the neuro simulator. Now you're at the end of your long journey in crypto sleep, landing on an unknown Rimworld to see what it's like. So this is just an explorer. He starts out with a bunch of cash, a charge rifle. That's a pretty badass rifle there. And then there's naked brutality, which maybe we will investigate in the next season. I've done a few of these in the past. I would like to do it again. These can be very difficult because if you don't get other colonists in time and you just have one person and you're laying on the ground, it's game over, man. Game over. So what we're going to be starting is a classic full release vanilla. This is no mod. No mods. I do not like the mods. I find them clunky at best. They load a little funky. They don't seem to blend as smoothly as I would like to see. So we're gonna go scenario editor. This is the scenario editor. We're gonna go with a Cassandra classic. Cassandra, you get these 3 storytellers here. This is Cassie, as everybody calls her. She creates story events on a classic increasing curve of challenge and tension. She'll push you with dangerous events and then give you breathing room and then come back to push you once more. There's peaceful, there's builder. Peaceful is just a sandbox. It disables some events like disease, mental breaks, mad animals. I don't know if I've never played it. I don't know if there's any raiders or anything like that. I would imagine there isn't if it's peaceful. There's a builder, which gives you a taste of danger and allows you to build your base. Medium, build a community while facing down dangerous threats. Rough is what we just played through. We were on Phoebe Chillax though in season 1. This is strive to survive on a tough planet. Yeah, it was pretty tough. We got through. We lost about, I think, 9 colonists, but I think 45 of them managed to make it off the planet. It was great. Savage. This is what we're going to play today. Face brutal survival challenges. The price of survival is blood. Recommended for experienced players who want to experience great tests and sacrifice. Succeeding at this level requires diverse strategies, discipline, preparation, and luck. Threats can even spike and combine in vicious ways. Oh, we've seen multiple raids. Even if you play well, some challenges will be impossible to overcome without losses. Woo! I've got about 2,000 hours into Rimworld. I think we can handle this, folks. And I want you guys to see if I can. So stick around. Reload time. You can reload In case we get crashes, my computer is pretty old. I'm going on 12 years now. I might want to put this in commitment mode. You can only save when quitting the game. We're going to leave it like that. Crashes do happen, not because of the game. It's because of my computer. Merciless mode. What is that all about? Merciless mode is a special game mode where every challenge is tuned up to extreme levels. Merciless mode unlocks automatically when you reach specific milestones. So we'll hit this eventually. However, you can unlock it now. This option is only recommended once you've played a high difficulty game or two and want to have a good chance at dying despite your best efforts. This will automatically kick in once the story generates to the peak story, which is really quick, actually. Once you start getting rich in your colony, merciless mode just triggers. Storyteller and difficulty can be changed at any time. We are going to leave it right there forever. So this is a Cassandra classic, Savage. Just to see the other ones, Phoebe Chillax gives you lots of times between disasters to help build your base. That was what we had last time. I think we were on Phoebe Chillax. I'm sorry, it was Savage. And then you got Randy Random, the story generator. These are AI, artificial intelligence, that give you random events. Randy doesn't follow the rules. He'll generate random events, and he doesn't care if they make a story of triumph or utter hopelessness. I have had mechanoids drop in on top of me like on day 2. It was pretty weird. It's all drama to him. Warning, since Randy is truly random, he will sometimes send extremely difficult or unfair groups of events at you. Makes for high drama and unavoidable sacrifices. Yeah, I've seen Randy before. We're going to stick with Cassie. We're going to get a nice story going here. We're going to play on Savage with reloads. Let's go next. The seed, I'm just going to hit random 10 times like I normally do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are playing super sharp. Alright. Global coverage, I'm going to increase this to 50%. Overall rainfall normal. Temperatures normal. Oh boy, do I love setting up a new game. This is awesome. So as soon as we hit the generate button, the random seed, I'm not sure what exactly it affects. I think it's just scattered colonies on the world. You could adjust these sliders if you want extreme low rainfall, low temperatures, or high temperatures. But it's also going to depend on where you land on the planet, which we are going to try to figure out. Let's go through the generate. Hopefully this thing loads up pretty quick. So right now it's populating the entire planet with other factions, different locations, world. So the beautiful thing now on the world is that they gave names to specific regions on the world, and it comes up with some really bizarre names, which I really enjoy, like the Dead Carrot Sea, or the Sunudubi Mountains, South Craggy Crow Jungle. Just a lot of fun. So we generated 50% of the planet. You could see the other side of the planet. It'll just take some time to load. Up here you have extreme cold ice cap events. If you click on any one of these tiles, it'll tell you what that tile is going to have. It tells you the location. It's got large hills, the movement difficulty in that area, and the average temperature. So average temperature on this weird tile that I just clicked up here in the scrub is about 8 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty chilly. That can make for some rugged times. The area that I like to pick is the area that I live in now, which is like a climate, it's a temperate region. It's in New England, USA. So I tend to always go for that. I've tried a desert extreme before. I'm not into it. I like a little bit of topography. I like weird areas. I like to be on rivers, kind of near roads. It just, I'm not trying to make things easy. I'm just trying to get a location that, you know, feels like home. So some of these temperate regions, they'll have winters. I think you should enjoy winter in Rimworld. So I'm going to try to... I didn't even get to pick my colonists. Does that come after this? I don't even remember. These look like swamps over here. Temperate, tropical rainforest. So that's the equator. We're going to go someplace up here. These guys right here are always hostile factions with the skull and crossbones. And these guys are simple factions, other colonists, other colonies that are here. And the different colors tell you that these guys are all the same faction. So the green guys are all the Gray Camino faction, and the purple guys are the Farla faction, and the green guys are the Green Goat Calamacamacans. Let's try it. Galmacamicans. Yeah. Nice. So this looks like temperate forest up in this region. There's some baddies right around here, but I don't know why I'm wanting to go into this area here. We can stick ourselves on a peninsula. This is a mountainous region. It's got a 4 difficulty movement. Maybe we'll be East Coasters, like we are here. Not a lot of factions over in this area here. There's an isle out here. There's a ship event. No spoilers. Well, you're going to see it anyways. It's going to happen real soon. But I've always wondered how you'd get off this island. I think, you could drop pod over. Yeah. Okay. I figured it out. This looks nice. There's a baddie faction right here. Right on this little inlet here. There's a road there. Pretty nice. You guys can fast forward. I'm going to leave hopefully timestamps down there so that you can jump around if you guys don't want to sit through this stuff. Wow, look at this cute little community in here. You got all these factions right here. The Green Goats, Calamacans, the Notoro, Notranro of the Brook faction right there. They are neutral. And these guys got a big old city right on the road. The faction Gacanium. Oh, those crazy Gacaniums. That's pretty neat little setup in there. If we make these guys angry, we will be overrun in no time. But it's got a nice little river there. It's got this really nice road. It's a thought. That's a thought. I like mountainous. Yeah. There's a swamp here. Ocean. Cannot jump in the ocean. There's deserts down here. Maybe an edge of desert. You know, if you guys subscribe, I can get some comments from you guys, and you can help me walk through this playthrough. We can start naming some colonists after you guys. It'll be great. I like this one little chunk next to the swamp. Temperate forest, large hills. That's not a road, that is a river. Let's keep looking. I'm going to zoom way out. The Monlore Ocean. Beautiful ocean. Lots of fish out there. Is this southern temperate? This is temperate forest down here too. Once you go below the equator, it'll be temperate above, temperate below, and down here you will have more ice sheets. This is a big old peninsula. Look at this jutting out there. Lots of crazy factions in here. It's a little sparse. I like the events of other factions coming through. I don't know if it's increased by your proximity to those factions. But I'd like to have a couple people around. Oh, this looks really nice out here. Oh yeah, it's a big road there. This is mountainous, temperate forest. It just got really bright. I don't know why. Oh, the sun's coming up. I don't know. I like this. We've got a little mission right off the bat because I don't like any neighbors that have skull and crossbones on them. So maybe we can take those guys out. Everybody else is pretty far away. They're mainly on the roads, though. So we've got this faction, and this faction. So all the Oh, I can select the factions. I can't add any more factions, apparently. So these are the factions that are on the map. We've got the Farlas, the Gacanium, the Notoro of the Brook, and the Green Goats. And their chief is Grey Goat. Shouldn't he be Chief Green Grey Goat? I don't know. These guys are already hostile. And they're all enemies of each other. It tells you who they are friends with, who their enemies are. It looks like they're not getting along good right now. I like this. This is temperate forest regions. This is temperate forest regions. I like to be on the coast because I live on the coast. Gotta have some water out there. Water and mountains. I think this will be great. You can activate a random site if you want. There's advanced. I will just click to see. Oh yeah, I want to make this large. So the map size. Notice. What is notice? I don't know what that means. You can choose a small map, which is the zoomed in. There's a medium, which it's starting us on. Oh, this is for the starting season. We're going to leave it on auto. The more random, the better. We're going to go a large 300 by 300. Yeah. This game is designed to play on medium map sizes. These sizes provide plenty of space. The large map sizes don't just degrade performance, they actually break the game design. The AI will make stupid decisions and the balance will be whatever. I like some room to move around, so we're gonna go large. These were in the testing phases. I've never had any crashes or problems with it. Let's do it. I'm gonna select this site. So when you click on it, it'll tell you the terrain. This is temperate forest. Forest of deciduous trees interspersed with fertile clearings. Many of the animals move around among the trees on the plains. The terrain, mountainous. Movement difficulty 4. If we zoom in and pick this one, the types of stone we're going to have here are slate and sandstone. Ugh. Elevation is 23 meters. That's good. We won't get flooded. The average temperature is a sweet 69 degrees. Growing period is 50 days out of 60. So plants will die for about 10 days. We won't be able to grow. That's actually not bad. This is temperate, yes. So we will have a winter. Rainfall. Ooh, it's pretty rainy there. That's 1,300 millimeters of rain a year. Forageability 100%. In winter, I think that will not be the case. Animals can graze now, yes. Average disease frequency is 1.2 per year. If you start getting into like swampy terrains and you'll get malaria. The time zone is -5 because we are on the west coast. Special features is the northern coast. Is this the northern coast? I guess so. The sweaty green. Old Black Seed Hills. I don't know. I'm liking this. I'm liking this spot. I'm going to pick this spot. It's so hard to choose. I mean, look at all the spots you could drop in. This is like our own little coast here. We got a nice little river up there. Did I select it? I hope so. Start selecting site. Next. Okay, here we go. This is the fun stuff. So you're starting 3. Your main 3 characters are going to set up your whole colony. And I'm actually going to let you guys sit through this. I will leave links below to timestamps so that you could fast forward through this stuff if you want, but I do enjoy this. My movie clip editing is not great right now, so I can't do like a really fast speed through of this. But here, these 3 pawns, these are all random rolls. It gives you the backstory of these colonists. You can hit the randomize button here and change all this around. It gives you their backstory. It tells you their childhood, and if they're still a teenager, 16 or below, it'll only have a childhood story and it won't have an adult story. So here, this particular male colonist of the new arrivals, we don't have a name of our faction yet. He's 22 years old. this chronological age perplexes me, but I think that's the experience that they've gained. But he's actually 22 years old. So his backstory is he was a shelter kid. Jenny grew up in a shelter deep beneath a toxic world. He received a comprehensive education but had no opportunity to do physical labor. So his construction gets a -2, his mining gets a -2, he's +3 medical, +2 social, +3 intellectual. His adulthood, he was a message carrier. On a medieval world, the fastest way to send a message is to give it to somebody on a horse and hope that they survive the journey. Jenny was that somebody. It gives him plus melee 3 and animals +4. Researching disabled, crafting synthesized drug disabled. He's incapable of. This is something for your first 3. You probably don't want a lot of incapable ofs. You will, as you gain more colonists or colonists come wandering in, they'll come with their own incapable ofs. So you want to keep this probably clear for your start. Traits, he's a night owl, so Jenny likes to be up during the day, likes to be up at night, sleep during the day. He gets a mood bonus if he's awake at night, so that's a nice little buff. We'll talk about those later. And he'll get a penalty if he's up during the day. He's a psychopath. This can be a good and bad trait. Jenny has no empathy. The suffering of others doesn't bother him at all. He doesn't mind if others are butchered, left unburied, imprisoned, or sold into slavery, unless it affects him. He also feels no mood boost from socializing. These guys are great if you want somebody to like get rid of corpses and do butchering of terrible things. And that's what's great about Rimworld 2 is you can actually butcher up other colonists, enslave other colonists. It's a really deep story. And he's psychically deaf. So his mind works on a psychic frequency that's different from everybody else's. He isn't affected by psychic phenomena. We'll see that psychic phenomena is a event that occurs occasionally over Rimworld, either giving a positive moodlet. Moodlet would be like negative traits that make him go crazy. A positive moodlet would be making him very comfortable. So this is showing the entire team skills of everybody here. I am totally going to randomize this. I do not want a guy with a bite scar on his leg. He's got lover relationships here. He's got a terrible name. I'm just going to keep clicking. Wow. And no sooner did I click. We've got a 54-year-old male colonist. He's a cave world tender and a glitter world surgeon. He's incapable of none. He's an undergrounder. He doesn't need to go out in the light. He's body purist, which means we can't give him any bionics, and he's got a chemical fascination. But look at this, the medical passion. These are double passions, meaning he learns at 150% rate, and as he does this activity, he's going to be happier and happier. So he'll actually get a positive moodlet buff as he does these things. So fixing people, making art, planting, and cooking. Oof. God, the body purist and the chemical fascination are just terrible, and his age is not great for a starting colonist, but wow, that's what you're looking for. You know, the colonist that you want, I think, to start with, you really want is like a construction researcher and growing. You want to bang out that research as fast as you can, and it's plants are already at a 9, which means we could already plant some of the higher tiered plants without any penalty, such as the drugs and the heal root. So, believe it or not, he's got no relationships, no health issues. We're going to leave Octave here, and we're going to switch over to Sky. Try to randomize this. Wow. These are really good. Shooting, amazing. Melee, great. Construction, 7. Mining. So, one little burning flame is interested. It is, excuse me, slightly passionate. Mining, 8. What was Holden? God, Holden could do just about everything. He's incapable of none. He's terrible at shooting. His intellectual's only at a 4. So this would be our digger slash construction. Yeah, no, his construction is terrible. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Incapable of artistic and intellectual, which means cannot research and cannot make art. Trait steadfast. I'm not going to go over all the traits and all the incapables or all the backstories. You guys are just going to have to grab the game and go through. And I think as we play through, we'll start seeing other pawns or colonists come through, and I'll be able to describe a lot of these backstories and traits. Steadfast means this guy is mentally tough and won't break down under stresses that would crack most people. That is pretty good. You'll see that they really get stressed out quickly, and if you get a stressed out colonist, will break in the middle of a battle, and they'll run out onto the field and do all kinds of crazy things and get themselves shot at. Misandrist, she really dislikes and distrusts men. So if you got other men in the colonists, she won't be too friendly with them and probably will become enemies. Let's just check out the third guy. I don't know if I'm keeping any of these yet. I'm gonna pause and roll through. This is Riggs. Nice hair, buddy. He's got a backstory. He was a crime boss child. Diver was adopted child of a notorious crime boss. He was taught all the facets of the family business, from smuggling to innovative ways of killing. When the family was attacked, his father ordered him to hide in a secret long sleep crypt. That gives him a +2 shooting, +2 melee, +2 construction. And when he was an adult, he was a mercenary leader. Alone, Diver was set out to rebuild his father's life's work. He challenged the leader of a small band of mercenaries, took control, and then he led the band as they hijacked trade ships and stole valuable cargo. His men mutiny. He was abandoned, arrested, and sentenced to death. That gives him a +4 shooting, +4 melee, +4 social. So wow, hits this guy. He's incapable of a lot of crap: caring, artistic, cooking, and firefighting. He's a pyromaniac and slothful. Typically when you see pyromaniac, he loves to start fires, and they are incapable of putting out fires. And he's slothful. Terrible. Alright, I'm gonna re-roll probably all these guys. Like I said, it's pretty critical to get a really, really good starting 3 pawns. And I'll come back and show you what I picked. Woo! Alright, I've gone through it after clicking the randomize button a bunch of times. I think this is where we landed. This guy here, Octave, we're going to rename all these guys. He was a Cave World tender in his childhood. Gives him -3 shooting, +2 mining, +4 plants. And in his adulthood, he was a Glitter World surgeon. So it gives him +5 to artistic, +3 medical, and +1 social. See here, he's got some crappy attack skills. No construction, which is not a great way to go into it. But his mining, and he's got a little bit of interest in it, is a 7. His cooking is a 4 with a double passion. Plants is a 9 with a double passion. Artistic is great when we get around to start making some sculptures, and his medical is really good for starting. So his plants will automatically give him unlocked sowing ability for a couple of the higher end plants. The next of the top 3 is Sarah Steiner. She's a mid-world cadet, growing up on a high-tech mid-world with a flourishing space transit industry. She wished to leave for the stars and live among the growing spacer class. She excelled in her studies, gained entry to Homeworld's most prestigious naval academy, so she's got +2 crafting, +3 social, +3 intellect. Check out these stats. She is probably going to be our #1 shooter. Bolt action should go in her hand. She's got decent construction, no passion in it. Her medical is 4, but a double passion. Social is 12, which is phenomenal. So she'll go around cheering up others, manipulating, negotiating. And her intellectual is 11. So the research, we should start cranking it out real quick. She's a misandrist, so she really dislikes and distrusts men. She is a fast learner, so her global learning factor is going to be plus 75%. And she's a careful shooter. It'll take her longer to aim, but her shooting accuracy will get a plus 5. Did I talk about Holden's traits? He's incapable of none. Very important when you're starting out, I think. He's an undergrounder, so he doesn't need light or anything like that. He won't get the cooped up negative mood buff. He's a body purist, which is going to be a problem later on when we start losing body parts and we start making a bunch of bionics. He is not going to like that at all. So hopefully we'll keep him intact. And another negative is this chemical fascination. So occasionally he'll just break, find any drug he can find on the map and go and binge on it. Not the best, but I could not avoid taking these double passions, and some of the really good ones like medical, cooking, and plants is going to be fantastic. The last one is Rissa Granzier. She's an apprentice oracle. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Rissa was chosen at an early age by the village elders to keep the sacred rituals of the oracle. An irrepressible, curious child, Rissa caused a religious crisis for her tribe when she accidentally flipped the switch to open the tombs of the gods. Cryptosleep caskets inhabited by some very confused ancestors. Plus 2 medical, plus 3 social, plus 2 intellect. And then in her adulthood, she was a casket builder. So that kind of works together. She was fascinated with cryptosleep and spent her life learning about the mysterious technology, working as an assembler on a midworld. Rissa built an experimental prototype casket from discarded parts. Unfortunately, while she was searching for the final component, her home was leveled by a bomb. Oh, God. Her construction is plus 4, plus 3 medical, and plus 4 intellectual. Pretty awesome. She's a night owl, which means she will work during the day, and she gets mood loss if she's awake during the day, and with a mood buff if she is working at night. She is a hard worker, so her global work speed is 20%, and she hates men too. Great. She's really good intellectually. Her social's not bad. Medical is good. It's her construction that I was after, and she's got a interest in it. And also her mining is good. Plants and animals, very, very good. Some of the guys that were on the crew that were left behind that didn't make it, I renamed them. This is Jim Captain Kirk. Bloodlust Kind Nimble. He was close. We really needed a shooter, so I was looking at Fast Chunker Stretch Pants. She's a misandrist, fast walker. She's not coming with us. I mean, that was close. It was really good. We got Fiona Apple Zoe is a transhumanist, which is great when you start getting into bionics, but she's got a chemical fascination. But you can see she's really high up there for a lot of these skills, 10s and 11s, and interest in just about all of them. She didn't make it. That could have been a mistake. She's 48. Man, should I switch these two out? No way. Can't do it. Yeah, these burning passions, I just can't do it. Hard worker is really great. And then Sweet Sugar Cookie, was a child spy, and a cave world illuminator, undergrounder, nimble, fast walker. Pretty good traits. Fast walker's great, gives you 20% move speed. And then we got Leather Nips Romanoff. He is a nudist, iron-willed, and capable of nothing. Great construction, great mining. I think the only reason why I didn't take him is he'd always get that negative moodlet. We're going to have winters, and he's going to need to wear clothes. Man. Really likes melee. If these were a little higher, this construction and mining is fantastic, though. But we'll get there. Man, I might want to swap out Octave. Boy, this is really tough. But that medical is great. Nip's got no medical, no intellectual. Boy, Alright, I could click all day. I think these are the ones. So we're going to rename these colonists. Octave is now going to be, he's got the highest in plants and art. I like to, since not a lot of people are commenting in the below down there, I will make up my own names for these people. We'll call him, he's 54 years old. Let's call him Tree... Tree McSculpty, and we can change his middle name now. This is the one that's going to show up when you view your colonist. He's a tree surgeon. His medical is good too. So, what the heck should we call him? His dad is Captain Kirk, and his aunt is Sugar Cookie. Those are the ones that are left behind down there. Tree, what are you really good at? Call him Dirt. Tree Dirt McSculpty. It's a great name. Welcome to the crash landed party. And then we got Sarah McCoolin Steiner. Terrible name. She is a chatty Kathy. I'm gonna call her Chatty. Smarty. Kathy. Chatty Smarty Kathy. Yep. I think that fits. Let's go with that. And then we've got Rissa Granzier. What are you? She is smart. Night owl. Let's call her Owl. Night. You know what? Let's make that a KN with a cap. Night Owl. And her last name will be Manhater. Maneater. Night Owl Maneater. Because she dislikes and distrusts men. I love it. So here's the big three. They're going to crash. Tree Dirt McSculpty, Chatty Smarty Kathy, and Night Owl Maneater. I don't know. I like it. So the team skills of the top three down here. We've got pretty solid across the board. That's going to be just fine. I like that. A little bit of passion and everything. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. Let's go. Three of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making your own plans to survive. Okay. Smash! We're in. Got some wood down here. We've got some steel. Anything with an X on it means it's forbidden. So there's a nice trick that you can unforbid everything on the map by going into your architect. This is your main getting things done menu. Go into orders and right click on this allow button. Unforbid all 42 items. Everything on the map is now allowed. Let's take a look at this map. Oh, beautiful. Got this nice rocky coast up here. That's all thick ocean. So nobody will be coming in through here, which is great. We've got some rhinos over here. Very dangerous. Got some jade right here. Very good for sculptures work, which we'll get into later. Wow, that is a thick mountain. Oh my goodness. So this is all Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain High. Here's a cute little area down here. So when raids come in, they can come in through here, 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 anything open edge of the map. They could also come in drop pods right on top of you. Wow, this looks like a great little area right in here. Fantastic. Look at this little nook. Even got some slate wall structures, some steel wall there. Beautiful. I'm going to look and see if there's any other resources sticking out. What I'm looking for, this is sandstone, this is slate. Slate's a pretty good, decent building material, I think. Some old structures there. Looks like a little peak of gold sticking out there. This is compact steel there. You can see we can start mining this stuff out. Some sweet muffalo down there. Muffalo is great to have. Wow, packaged survival meals landed way over there. There's some more steel down here. We've got a friendly neighborhood lynx, which could cause some problems. This looks like a trap. This has got trap written all over it. This will be great, but there's some delicious steel in there. Some alpaca down here. These are very good to hunt early game. They don't attack back usually. But yeah, I can see this as if raiders come through here, we can get traps set up in there, no problem. This is a nice little choke point. There are some compact machinery, more compact machinery. Wow, this is a big old nub of compacted steel sticking out. Wow, there's more of it right there. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's going to be close to where we're going to call home. This looks like a natural trap choke point in here. Can wall this off right up here and even expand out. This is oh, beautiful. Got a geyser right in here. Wow, nice seed. This is all rough sandstone, so you can't make farms on this. I think this is rich soil. Here is a little bit darker, not to be confused with the muddy soil. This is great, so your plants will grow. It's 140% fertilization rate, which is fantastic. That'll be good for a garden right off the bat. And this has got sweet homes written all over it. I can even already see bedrooms and storage, and it's going to be great. Some trees there. Chip chunks. You want to get those deconstructed. Wow, that jade is beautiful. Wow, super thick mountain. Wow, I don't think I've ever had one this thick. This is great. So the items that we dropped in close by are 50 survival meals, some slag chunks. We got 30 medicine, 800 silver. We've got a plat steel knife, some flak pants, and there should be a bolt action rifle right there. There it is. Yeah. So now the first thing you want to do is start setting up some zones. So their home zone is going to be in here. Let's get that plotted out right now. We have a dog that came with us, William. He is a Labrador. We'll get him training. That'll get your skills up. His master is Dirt. That's good. We'll figure out who's going to get what weapon. So you click on your colonist, and they'll get all these little tabs up top here. You'll see the food needs, the rest needs, the recreation needs, beauty is their surrounding, and these bars will go up and down. The comfort will go up and down depending on how comfortable they are. And if they're outdoors, this bar will be full, and if they're indoors, this will start dropping. And some people that don't like living underground, they're not undergrounders, they'll start getting a negative mood from the trapped inside. Here's their current mood. They're at 50. When you get down to here, you'll get a minor break. You get past this, they will break, and then they'll go into whatever tantrum they feel. And there's a wide range of tantrums. So right now they're getting a positive mood buff of 30 from extremely low expectations. Their initial optimism is 10. That's just a quick little moodlet. It's a tough situation, but I'm excited to be founding a new settlement. Me too. And they're sick. They're a little sick because they fell from the sky. They probably, you know, got a little dizzy. Yeah. So let's go to their bio. So that was their needs. Then we'll go to their bio. This will show you the overall what they are. Owl is pretty good shot. I don't think she's our best shot. So we're going to give her the revolver. Schmarty is our best shot. She's going to get the bolty. And good old Dart. He's actually not bad at melee, so equip that. He's got terrible shooting skills. He's going to be our gardener, just like Sam. Samwise Gamgee. We're going to make some zones now. So they need, this stuff does not count in your inventory of stuff until it is in a zone. So let's build a zone real quick. So we're going to build a stockpile zone. We're going to put it, I'm just planning stuff out in my head. We're going to put it right in here for now. I think bedrooms will be down here. This is already a little bit of wall here. What I'm going to do on orders is go to claim all. So any built structure out here, I'm just going to hit claim. It's mine now. This is our colony. What this does is I'm not even sure, but I just claim it all anyways. There we go. And it helps you find, you know, structures to take down too. So let's see. I've got the initial stockpile here. This probably is going to be a little longer episode. I'm going to put a dumping stockpile. That's in zones. Dumping stockpile. Right over here. A little out of the way. But any stone and weird, ugly items can go in here. Rotten or fresh. This is going to be chunks. If you click on the zone, this tab will pop up. And you can tell them what you want in that zone and what you don't want in that zone. Chunks are pretty ugly looking, so that'll affect their mood. You put the corpses there for sure. If we run into any bodies, animal corpses, etc. Really going to need some roofs in here. We're going to try to mine this out and get 3 little bedrooms right in this area, right off the bat. We'll get some of these trees. Go to orders whenever you want them to do a task. Mining, smooth, haul, cut, plants, harvest, chop wood, hunt, slaughter. It's all going to be right in this tab here. So I'm going to say chop wood. Let's get these trees. We're going to need that wood for sure. Something else critical off the start is getting everything set up. So this is your roof toggle. This is showing thin. If you look over to the bottom left, you can see that this is a thin rock roof. It's rough slate. If you start digging this out too far away from a supporting structure, it will collapse on your head. So you don't want to do that. So you want to remove roof. And I automatically turn off automatically expanding the home area around construction. I want to designate where the home zone is. So if they built a little shed over here, I don't want that part of the home zone. Just in case I had other plans. This is how fast the timeline goes. This is telling you what the date is. It is spring. So our fall is in April, May. Our winter's in August. Spring is September and December. Every day, every season is 15 days. So when this gets to the 15th of September, we'll be into summer, which will be December. It is 6 o'clock. Is that here? I don't know. It's a clear day. This will tell you the weather. This is where I'm pointed is outdoors, and it's 43 degrees. It's a little chilly. I think this is my actual time there. You can set all this up in the menu here. Yeah. Let's get rolling, huh? Bust this down. So first thing, priorities. Let's get these guys set up. So I've clicked on Schmarty Captain. Who the heck is Schmarty Captain? Oh, Chatty Smarty Cathy. Okay, let's get the work schedules up. I like to do manual priorities. You can let the AI kind of dictate what these guys are going to do. I like to go in manually. I always put firefighting as number 1, patient as number 1. So if they are hurt, they'll go straight to bed. And doctors, we do have pretty good doctoring here. I think surgeon is going to be number 1. He's got a burning passion. Owl number 2, and because Smarty has a little passion, I would like them all to take care of each other. So bed rest. So a non-immediate life-threatening situation, I want them to get healed up as fast as possible. Anyways, here's the basic commands. So dealing with unskilled and easy tasks like release prisoners and flicking switches, put that at 1. Nothing more annoying than having a switch that isn't flicked. You want that immediately. That is clearly our warden. This is dependent on social. You could be a backup warden. You could backup warden, super backup warden. They'll take care of tending prisoners, feeding them, chatting with them, trying to break their spirits. Handling, not a huge priority right now, but Owl seems to be the only one. It looks like we're a little bit lacking in the animal skills. Cooking, oh dear, what have I done? We're going to get her cooking skills up as fast as possible, or else we are going to be miserably sick. That was a mistake. Whoopsie. You really want some good chefs down here, but it'll build up over time. Hunting, not great. We'll put that at a 3 there, 3 there. Yeah, Dirt's got the knife, so you want your gunners to have this. Construction is build things, remove, build floors, roofs, cover. Dirt is terrible. Schmarty, good. Owl, good. Growing. Dirt, that's where you're going to excel, buddy. 0. We'll put that at a 3. Mining. It's going to be you again, Dirt. So this goes in order of priority. So it'll start at firefighting as highest priority. So if grow and mine it'll prioritize grow before it prioritizes mine. 4, fine. Cut plants, that is your number 1. You guys can help. We'll put that at a 3. Forget it there. Smithing, this is good. We'll put her at a 1. Oof, no skill. Tailoring, 1. Art, forget it. That'll be our boy Dirt. Surgeon, these guys can take a break. I'm going to leave that blank. Crafting, whoops. This is general low-skilled labor at workstations, includes stone cutting, smelting, and more. Make things at crafting spots, synthesize drugs, make stone blocks, smelt items. So everybody should have this on. I'd prefer her doing more important stuff than crafting, but yeah. Let's put that at a... like that. Hauling is always going to be a priority, and cleaning is always going to be a priority for everybody. And who's going to be our big researcher? We got a 4, an 11 out of 20, and a double passion 11 out of 20. It is definitely going to be Owl. We'll leave that at a 4. No, we'll leave this off for you. All right. We got those set. We got our restrictions. We do have a night owl, so let's find out what smart. It's going to be Owl. Nice name, right? So night owl. She gets a mood bonus if awake at night. So 2300 to 6. Let's do that. I'm going to clear her schedule. 2300 to 6. So 2300 to 6. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do they give them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give them 8 hours. We'll leave 8 hours for now until we get some nice beds in here. Recreation. I'm going to plug these in right now. We'll give them 1 overlap rec and then a little extra. That's recreation. They'll need that break. If you put this anything, they'll do whatever they want at that time. So these grayed out areas, if they need to sleep or if they want more recreation time, they can do it. Work is mandatory work. If you fill this whole thing up with work, you will get work out of them. Let's just leave that for 1. And I think we're all set. We can't set any of these just yet because we don't have anything. Check the wildlife in the area. We got some rhinos, buffaloes. Our animals is this golden retriever. He's unrestricted. Let's put him in the home area. Research. We'll need a research bench for that. Here's the world. This is where we are. We're pretty close to these baddies. History of events. We've got nothing on the graph. Messages. We're going to say show messages. Statistics. Look, we already have some wealth. We got 16 grand already. Here's the playtime counter. Storyteller is Cassandra Classic. Difficulty is Savage. Here's the first message. The 3 of you awake in your crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sun. Yeah, we heard that already. Alright, let's get rolling. This is the world map. We're going to zoom back into the colony right here. These are the crazy factions that we got. These guys already hate us. We didn't even do anything to them. I guess because we're new. Alright, my favorite. Let's hit that play button. Alright, they geared up. Smarty's got the bolt action. Why don't you put on those flak pants, and Owl, why don't you put on that flak vest? And Dirt, why don't you wear that helmet? Need recreation, need beds, need everything. Yeah. Oh boy, do we. Gonna get all this stuff hauled. Deconstructing ship chunk. That's good. We'll get a little bit of metal. Owl. Deconstructing ship chunk. That's good. Dirt. Why don't you prioritize hauling this wood over so we can start building some little homes. In the architect menu, I'm going to go to structure. I'm going to go to wall. All we've got is wood. We'll put a wood wall there. Wooden door there. And now I'm going to build a roof over this area. So for that, you go into architect, go into zone, build roof area. We're going to make sure that they've got a roof over their head. So that'll give them an indoor instead of an outdoor policy. We'll see if we can build over there. You know what? Now that we've got a wall up, we can copy that. You know what? Let's just wall this up. And then we'll copy this door, put a door here, here, and here. Yeah, that looks good. So now we've got a little zone, and we can roof that over too. Let's just make sure that our roof covers this whole thing. Yeah. So anything left outside will start to deteriorate. If you get it inside and under a roof, you're good to go. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to set up a growing zone immediately. You can see that the growing zone will only grow in areas that are have soil in them. You know what? I want this whole. We're going to tell them to grow rice. We want that as fast as possible. Let's grab another growing zone. I want all of this. I don't want these touching though. I'm going to cancel that. Let's try this again. Growing zone. This is all beautiful rich soil here. That's a pretty big zone. I don't want to miss out on any of that. But I don't want blight. Let's just start with that, and we're going to put some rice in there. Let's grab it. Oh, you know what? Cancel that again. Zone. So we've got somebody with a rather high growing skill, so we can actually plant heel root, which is going to be very critical, and this is going to be rice. Yeah, I'm missing a little strip of that beautiful dirt there, but that should be all right. These things are ugly. We're going to have order to haul things. They'll put these stones into this stockpile here. We can actually have them haul this scrap metal. Not a priority right now because we don't even have a place to break that stuff down at. So this is good. Dirt, it's going to grab that. Let's speed this thing up. We are going to need some beds ASAP. Let's get this mined. I like it a little bit smooth. You don't want to make a section too wide or else the roof will collapse. We'll get this mined out. Let's get some beds in here. We'll just do some quickety quick. It's going to be a barrack situation. There we go. Animal sleeping spot indoors. Torch lamp right there. We're going to need a table for sure. Nice little table there. Let's get some chairs, wooden. There's 3 of them. Let's get 3 chairs. Might as well put 4. Let's get some recreation for these guys. Let's get some horseshoe pins. Let's go wooden. I like my horseshoe pits outdoors. We'll give them 2. That's how you're supposed to play horseshoes. Although they'll play with just 1. Yeah. Might cut through here so we can get to our stockpile a little bit easier. This area right here has got refrigerators written all over it because you want the outside exposure to get rid of the excess heat. So it cools on one side and heats on the other. Need a recreation variety. Yeah. Who is our builder? Construction. Ugh. It's going to be Owl or Smarty. Both of these guys are not happy. Oh, we're going to get some roof. Oh, Dirt is puking already. Because he's got crypto sleep sickness. So that's why they got a little sick. Is that rabbit eating our wood or the puke? That's nice. Animals will clean that up. Dirt's already taking a nap. He's cloud watching. That's called recreation. So it'll tell you the need. So his recreation is going to start going up here. Because he's cloud watching. It's a pretty ugly environment. And it actually started to rain. That's good. That'll wash away Dirt's puke. Owl getting to it. Nice, nice, nice. Building roof. I'll just let her go do that. We are going to need sleeping spots because they didn't get the beds up in time. Where is Smarty? Consuming. After she eats that, I'm going to have her haul these meals. Why was she building roof down there? Yeah, there's no need. I don't see where she's building roof over there. That's ridiculous. Yeah, she's got some meals, dirt, starting to sow some heel root. I'll let them stay on that. This is going to be really critical. Probably got to kill these rabbits. I don't want them eating our crops. Yeah, this is going to be a nice long start video because I'm enjoying this already. Owl has passed out on the ground. We want these guys to sleep indoors, so they didn't get their beds made yet. So I'm going to make what's called sleeping spots. So that they can come in here and sleep. So I am going to wake up Owl. And she will now go use a sleeping spot. There's a little bit of a buff bonus for that. Still building wood. Oh. She's great. Going to work on that. There was a path right through there. Silly girl. He's got a couple of heal roots planted already. Let's prioritize him hauling this wood. And get these meals too, because all these animals are going to eat these meals. So Owl is a night owl, so her sleep time is now. So she'll wake up at night and hopefully haul those meals. So Smarty is building away. Nerd. Collecting that. Please go collect these meals, sir, before these aminals eat them all. Got a minor break coming up already. Owl, not too happy. I understand. So as soon as he does that, let's see what his needs are. He's doing all right. I'm going to have him come back by holding down Shift, right click. So he'll finish that task, and then he'll come over and finish hauling these. Owl's still none too happy. She looks okay to me. She just needs a little recreation. She finished those horseshoe pits. That's great. They can come out and play. It's raining out. We've got a chair. Smarty's hauling more wood to the table. We've got a bed made. All right, it's poor. Yeah, that'll happen. Owl's getting a little recreation in now. Ooh, you'll see that start going up. She gets a dexterity play bonus for that. You need different types of recreation, so eventually, you know, when we get this place, how'd that table come out? Normal. Nice. Good job. And a normal bed. That's fine. We're going to need a cooking station. It's probably going to be cold in here, so that is under temperature. We're going to get a little campfire in here. I don't want it right next to the bed. We'll put it right here. Yeah. So all of our stuff is covered now, so these won't deteriorate. Wait, deteriorating because it's outdoors. So we got to finish these walls. Oh, William, get out of the food. He just ate a packaged survival meal. You know, I don't know how much I like. Oh, can you finish this bed first? Excellent wooden bed. Nice job. We can get rid of these. Everybody's got a bed now. Owl, you built that excellent bed, so you get the bed. Is this indoors? It is not. They're still outdoors. They're going to get a moodlet for that. William is happy. Miscellaneous zone. You know what? Let's just throw in a marriage spot, just in case. And a party spot. And let's get our caravan spot. Why not? You need to have these down. Tool cabinet. There we go. We got a little light in here. These consume wood. This will last for 10 days. That's fine. What is the temperature in here? Just click on any dirt tile and then hover over here. It's showing that this is 58 degrees Fahrenheit. It's chilly. So night owl is great to have a worker. Just keep working all night. She'll interrupt their sleep though. They won't be happy about that. But at least we're indoors now, I believe. Indoors, yep, 61. These guys are getting rest now, so this rest bar should start going up. They're going to be ravenously hungry when they wake up. They are already ravenously hungry. Ow, how'd you do? Normal, 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 normal. Nice. Can't expect any better than that. Just starting out. That's fantastic. All right, so we got 3 beds. We got 3 chairs. We got a table. Got a little light. And William's got his little sleeping spot there. I think I'm going to stop this episode here, guys. Thank you for stopping in for Season 2 of Rimworld. Very excited for these new colonists. I can't wait to see what they build. It's going to be fantastic. I hope you guys stick around. Remember to hit that subscribe and like button, and we'll catch you next time. Buford out.